Yo guys, what is going on? It's Luki here and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about the top 10 multiplayer classes in Modern Warfare. If you guys want a top 10 Warzone classes, I will have a video probably already up on the channel. So just click on my profile and it should be in the last few videos if you guys want to go ahead and look for the top 10 Warzone classes. But yeah, I just want to quickly start and say apologies if I sound a bit different than normal. My Blue Yeti microphone has unfortunately broken, very unfortunately, and now I'm very sorry if the quality of my voice doesn't exactly sound the best, but in the meantime this is the microphone I'm using and I do have a better one coming very soon. So obviously if this isn't going to be long, it's only going to be for a few days. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. So first up we got the Uzi, I'm not sure how to pronounce it if I'm going to be honest with you. But we've got the Monolithic Suppressor, the FSS Carbine Pro, we've got the Commando foregrip, the Stipple Grip Tape. Now you do have to do a challenge to unlock these. I don't quite remember what the challenge is, but you guys should be able to see it if you just hover over the attachment slot, and you guys will be able to see what the challenge is. So I can't remember what the attachment challenge was, but obviously yeah, there's a challenge you have to do to complete these, but this attachment here completely changes this whole entire weapon as it increases the damage and the range by quite a lot. Anyway, I'd like to quickly mention on all of my classes, I do go ahead and usually stick on a Renetti with the Burst Operator mod on. I like to use the TAC Laser, 27 round mags, and the Akimbo with the XRK. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. With the lightweight trigger, sorry. This is the attachment I like to use on my Renetti, if you guys are wondering. As you can see, the fire rate in the bottom left, absolutely ridiculous. You guys are going to be shredding people with this. It is ridiculously OP. It's basically like the Snake Shot 2.0, if I'm going to be honest with you. But anyway, yeah, that's the secondary I use on all of my classes. Next up, we've got the EOD, we've got the Ghost and Battle Hardened as my perks. Lethal is the C4, and when I'm playing Warzone, I do Heartbeat Sensor, or if I'm playing on multiplayer, I use Stim, or whatever. But yeah. Next up, we've got the Mp5, we've got the Sonic Integral Suppressor. This weapon, this attachment right here is the #1 best attachment for the Mp5 just because it does so much to the weapon. Next up, we've got the Ranger foregrip, a 45 round mag, Stipple Grip Tape, and the F-Tac collapsible stock. I have designed this weapon right here to have pretty much as high as mobility it can possibly have. So I have made the mobility really high on this weapon. So yeah, I really do recommend you guys stick in on this class setup. If you guys are good, want to like shred on Shoot House and Shipment, this is the go-to class I usually use. So literally, it's an absolute monster on those smaller maps. But yeah. Next up, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Kilo 141. This is actually one of my favourite weapons at the moment on Modern Warfare. It's a super good weapon, really overpowered, really good, and it's so easy to use. The iron sights on this thing are absolutely beautiful as well. So you've got the 19-inch Prowler barrel, we've got the Ranger foregrip, the 60 round mags, the Stippled Grip Tape, the no stock attachment. And the Stipple Grip Tape and the no stock attachment, in my opinion, are going to be two of the most important attachments just because it increases the mobility on this weapon by quite a lot. So I do really like to use these attachments. Now, I've tried to make this weapon basically have all of the stats kind of balanced near the same kind of area. So as you can see, if you look at the stats in the bottom left, all of the stats are pretty much aligned together and they are very similar. The only one that's a bit low is the mobility, but still the mobility is really good for this. Next up, the M4A1. Obviously I had to include this weapon in today's video as it is literally the best weapon in the game and everyone loves this weapon, so yeah, I had to include it in today's video. But for this I like to use the Monolithic Suppressor, the stock M16 Grenadier barrel, tactical foregrip, 60 round mags, and the Stipple Grip Tape. Now this is actually pretty much the class I also use in Warzone as well, but I usually go ahead and stick on, instead of a Stipple Grip Tape, I go ahead and stick on the like countered hybrid sight or something. So yeah, just thought I'd let you guys go ahead and know that if you guys are wondering. Next up though, M13, we've got the Temper Cyclone barrel, we've got the Ranger foregrip, the 60 round mags, the Stipple Grip Tape, and the no stock attachment. Now you've probably noticed a little bit of a trend on my classes, and that is the fact that I like to use no stock. A lot of people do disagree with me on the fact that I like to use no stock because it sometimes does increase the recoil, but honestly, if you are a good player like me, I don't want to suck my own ass or anything, but you know, if I am a pretty decent player, so obviously I can control my recoil quite easily, and I think no stock is just really good because I like to rush. But if you want better accuracy, then you can go ahead and stick on this attachment here. That's really good. But yeah, personally for me, mobility is key. Next up, we've got the Mp7. I've made this class up so it has pretty much the highest accuracy it can possibly have. We have the muzzle brake attachment, which reduces the recoil. We've got the FSS recon, which increases the damage range, etc. Merc foregrip, 60 mags, and the rubberized grip tape. If you guys want higher stability, higher mobility, then you can go ahead and stick on the stipple grip tape instead of the rubberized grip tape. But for me, I like to go ahead and use the rubberized grip tape because it makes this literally have like no recoil whatsoever. Next up, we've got the P90, and in my opinion, this is one of the most underrated SMGs in the game. The accuracy on this thing is absolutely incredible, insanely fast fire rate, and it's basically got no recoil whatsoever, especially with this class up. So we've got the Forged Tack Retribution Barrel, Tack Laser, the Fly Strap, Stipple Grip Tape, and the other Stipple Grip Tape. I really recommend you guys giving this a go. Like I just said, this weapon is an absolute laser beam. The Tack Laser attachment is going to be a must-have in my opinion, just because it does boost up quite a lot of the stats quite nicely. So I do recommend you guys sticking on the Tack Laser. Next up, we've got the Grau 556. Now, in my opinion, this is my favorite weapon on Modern Warfare. I absolutely love this weapon. In my opinion, it is the best weapon you guys can be using at the moment. First attachment is the Archangel Barrel, Commando foregrip, 60 mags, XRK Boy 2 grip, and the no stock attachment. Once again, no stock attachment for me is just a nicer attachment, especially if I'm playing multiplayer. If I'm playing Warzone, I'm obviously going to take the no stock attachment off, and I'll go ahead and swap it with a monolithic suppressor. But yeah, that's that class for you. Next up, we've got the SA87 Gunsmith. Sorry, I don't know why I said Gunsmith. That's what it says in the top left. But yeah, we've got this LMG here, the SA87, and in my opinion, this is actually a super underrated weapon. It practically has no recoil whatsoever, and actually has one of the highest accuracies out of most weapons. So if you look in the bottom left there in the stats, the accuracy, the damage, and the range are really high. Also, the control and fire rate are pretty high as well. The only slow kind of thing is the mobility, but that's completely fine because all the other stats make up for the slow mobility. So we got the 25.4 inch barrel, the Tack Laser, the Cronin sight. You can use any sight you guys want to, but for me this is one of my favorite ones. Another good option is the 3LK 3x optic if you guys want to go ahead and try that one out. 60 mags, Commando foregrip. In my opinion, this is an absolute beast, and also in my opinion, this should not be an LMG. In my opinion, this should be in an assault rifle, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Next up, and on the last on the list, we have the Kar98K. Now, I didn't think I was going to include a marksman rifle in today's video, but after using this weapon, I absolutely love it. It is actually, not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite weapons in the game. This weapon is one of those weapons I use whenever I just want to have a little bit of fun and want to just destroy kids. Like, it's so fun. So the attachments, you've got a Tack Laser, the Cronin sight, the hollow stock mod, stipple grip tape, and the 27-inch barrel. I have made this so it basically has the highest mobility it possibly can have. The accuracy, damage, and range are insanely good as well. So yeah, give this weapon a go, give all these other classes a go. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.